Okay, what's the concept of evil inclination and good inclination? Judaism rabbis talk about, and which they describe as a normal state. Yes, in some teachings, like Hasidic teachings, there is a sublimation of this state, okay? But generally, like in Orthodox Judaism, they say this is a normal state of a human being in which he keeps himself in boundaries, like in the corridor of behaving. And behavior is canonized as the, and iconized as the, the rule of righteousness. But of course, about this righteousness, prophet Isaiah said that it's just like filthy rags. Okay, such righteousness, and in godly speaking, you don't have to have the evil inclination, and you are justified by having only good inclination, which is this nature, ruling spirit, the word, the molten gold that comes from God, and you don't have any connection to the wicked spirit, to this demon, okay, which is the bad inclination, and actually not supposed to be any inclination, just a parasite from the demonic realm, okay. And Jesus taught about it, okay, and having two quote-unquote inclinations, like having two gods connected to your brain, and it's very dangerous, and leads to, if you watch the movie Me, Irene, and Myself, it's actually, shows this debacle, this fight between good and evil, Yetzer Tov, good inclination, and Yetzer Hara, bad inclination. So whenever Jim Carrey's character wouldn't perform, wouldn't sleep with Irene, okay, through the good inclination, thinking that his good part is nothing to be dirtied with sex, thinking that sex in itself is bad, okay, and everything is supposed to be first kind of organized in a official set, and then after that you are legally allowed to, it led to him not acting through his good inclination, okay, which is actually his true nature, his higher self, okay, and he weakened by refusing to act with his good nature. He weakened connection to the good nature, and every time when he flunked it, the bad inclination, the demon, would kick in, okay, because he gave it place by weakening, by not acting on godly inclination, okay, doing the same thing, okay, and that demon would make character of Jim Carrey sleep with Irene, and by this reinforcing and reinforcing and reinforcing its presence in the main character's body, displacing his true self, his godly self inside himself, okay. And this is the terrible state of being in a fallen state, okay. This is the fight which Jesus Christ came to sublime, to kind of, for the person to elevate higher, to be rid of the wicked entity, okay, and have only one inclination, meaning his true self, this godly molten gold nature, this godly self, the Yetzer Tov. And of course, this is just a normal condition. There were not supposed to be any bad inclination, okay? And this is the human nature and the defender of the human nature. And of course, in this state, you are allowed to have any physical faculties, exercise any physical faculties, just like eating is a normal physical faculty, and there is no possibility of evil in this, okay, because there's no presence of the evil one. This is outside, okay, becomes outside. So that's it. So that's the thing I wanted to say, that in Christianity, true Christianity, Jesus came to clean us from this parasitic invasion, and for the person to become free and healed and normal, okay, person. Well, okay, that's it.